All right, I think we're ready to start with today's town hall. So, welcome everyone to the second edition of Collab.Land Co-op Town Hall. Super exciting. We're joined today on the Collab.Land side by Angeli and James Young, both DAO officers for the Collab.Land Co-op, as well as co-founders of Abridge.io, the creator of Collab.Land. The mission of Collab.Land is to create and enable community tools that encourage pro-social activity as well as enabling collaboration and positive community interactions. Angeli and James have been strong champions of this mission, and it's awesome. It's great to have them here. Additionally, we have I Speak Nerd. He will be joining the panel today. He's an amazing Collab.Land Comms team member focused on security and education. And we have other members of the Collab.Land team in the audience. Thanks everyone for joining and welcome.
Thank you so much, Chibi. I'm a little bit under the weather, so excuse my voice today, but thank you so much. Very excited about this town hall number 2. So thank you for everybody who's here.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us today. Just a quick note before we kick off the conversation. We've got a poll up for today, which will go live at 12:50 p.m. EST and until 1:10 p.m. EST. So it will be available for 20 minutes. We will make sure to share with you guys the secret word when the time comes. So everyone, please pay a lot of attention. If you don't have the POAP app just yet, you can download it and be prepared for when the claim period comes. So yeah, having said that, I think we're ready to start the town hall today, and we have a few topics of conversation in our agenda. The first one being one that's so exciting to me, and I'm sure people have been waiting for it because we shared the trailer and we know that there's these awesome documentaries coming. And yeah, just in case that some of the audience members here haven't heard about it, I would like to ask you, Angeli, if you would like to talk a little bit about this. What is Let's Form Group and what's the story behind it?
Yeah, thank you, Chibi. And again, apologies to everybody for my throat right now. Let's Form Group started about 6-8 months ago when we were thinking about what would be the best way we could contribute to this space. And part of what we see in crypto, which is the community part of it, people are just unfamiliar with altogether. There's this idea around crypto about being hyper financialized and around greed. And really, from Collab.Land's perspective, what we get to see is the communities that are shaping, the relationships that are shaping, the creators and the innovators that are building in the community space. And so we decided to create this series called Let's Form Group. It's a 7-part short film documentary series. Each of the 7 episodes focuses on a different project, a different creator. The first one is coming out today online, later today, and it is featuring Snacks and Pizza DAO. And the way Snacks and Pizza DAO, what they did, how they created a community online, and what the purpose of that community was, and what they were actually able to have impact in the real world. So they're going to be every Tuesday for the next 7 weeks, starting today. If you want to check out the trailer right now, it's on letsformgroup.xyz. And I know James will be talking about this a little bit later, but we had a world premiere at ETH Denver on Saturday. It was very exciting. We showed 3 of the episodes, and we had the subjects and the filmmakers on stage for a Q&A after. It was very exciting. So now everybody online, everybody is going to be able to participate and watch the video starting today. So that's Let's Form Group, and I know we have the video, and it'll be going up on YouTube later today.
That's so cool. I'm eager to read what people think about the documentary. Um, I have seen it before, and it's honestly super exciting for me, and I even get emotional when I see it. I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful creation, and I'm sure people will love it. So everyone stay tuned because it's going to be available later today. We're going to make sure to share that with you. And yeah, that's just so exciting. And yeah, just to confirm, when will the next episodes be released?
They're going to be coming out every Tuesday starting today. So today, probably shortly after this town hall, we'll have it up on YouTube and on the website letsformgroup.xyz. But starting today, this is March 7th, they'll be coming out every Tuesday for the next 7 weeks.
Awesome. Everyone be prepared
Oh,
because they.
also, just to bring it
Mhm.
up, it's
Yeah,
possible next week we'll be able to watch it during our town hall. So we're going to investigate what the screen sharing looks like on Discord, and whether or not we can watch them all together. That'd be kind of cool.
that'd be awesome. Yeah, we can all share that moment together. I think that'd be very special. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, that's super exciting. Be ready, everyone. And now, changing the topic a little bit, I'd like to talk about the DAO Pass claiming. And for this, we have I Speak Nerd joining us to talk a little bit about that. And Nerd, I have a question for you. Can you give us some background on what the Collab.Land co-op is and what are the benefits of being part of it?
Yeah. So thanks for asking, Chibi. Appreciate it. The Collab.Land Co-op is a DAO, a community-governed organization here to oversee and help govern the Collab.Land ecosystem. So that's the Collab.Land software, the Collab.Land extensions, the marketplace, a whole bunch of stuff. The membership in that DAO, in the Collab.Land DAO, means that you have the right to submit and vote on governance proposals. So you get to help determine the direction of how things develop and what the DAO prioritizes. To start, the DAO is going to be in charge of overseeing that Collab.Land marketplace, and like I said, governing for the future and the direction of how Collab.Land is going to continue to evolve and as it continues to grow out the ecosystem.
Sounds great. And now, how can people join the DAO?
Great question. So that's the Collab.Land DAO membership requires two things. You have to own at least 10 collab tokens, and you have to have a DAO pass. And so the Collab.Land DAO framework is operated by Origami, and any wallet that has at least 10 collab tokens can claim that DAO pass through the Origami DAO platform. If you're not sure how to do that, you can always get the link to it by using the .dao command anywhere in the server, and Carl will very helpfully supply that link for you. Exactly, just like that, JB, right in the chat for the stage channel. Thank you. So this
Absolutely.
this DAO framework requires that basically means that participation in the DAO doesn't just require holding the collab token, but you also have to have a DAO pass. And the way I kind of think about it is basically like your DAO pass is like your get in the door card. That gets you through the door, the entryway into governance, and then we vote with tokens, so that a wallet that contains both a DAO pass and any amount of collab token can then participate in the Collab.Land co-op governance.
All right, that's very interesting. I appreciate the information. And maybe some people are curious about how this DAO pass work. And like, can you tell us more about the DAO pass?
Yeah. It's a non-transferable NFT that is sent to your wallet once you complete your registration process in the Origami DAO portal. So again, those links are through the .dao command anywhere in the Discord server. And you can get the link through there. But any wallet that, again, holds at least 10 collab can claim a DAO pass. Uh, Now, this does mean that any wallet that has 10 collab can claim a DAO pass. So technically, someone could take 10 collab, 100 collab, just some amount of the collab token, claim a DAO pass, then transfer their tokens to another wallet, claim another DAO pass, and so on. And though that might seem like an opportunity to, game the system and gain an advantage, it's actually not. And I'll explain how our DAO pass mechanics protect against that kind of gaming. So, like I said, again, it's non-transferable. The DAO pass is non-transferable. You can't sell it. It cannot leave the wallet that it is airdropped to. That means that there are some people that we've seen listing their DAO passes on OpenSea. You could do that. Heck, you could even meme it. You can list it for 6.9 ETH, whatever. It just means it's non-transferable. So any sale transaction is going to fail and revert. It cannot be sold. It cannot be transferred out. A single wallet can't own more than one DAO pass. Only the right to vote is conferred by the ownership of that DAO pass. But the weight of your voting power is determined by the amount of collab that you own. So again, the way I kind of remember it is like the DAO pass is my entry pass to get through the door, to get into the halls of governance, to get into the to have the right in order to vote, and then my actual voting power is determined by the amount of the collab token that I hold. One wallet with 100 collab tokens has the same voting power as 10 wallets, each holding 10 collab tokens. So again, it's just the total amount of collab that matters for voting. You cannot vote without having both a DAO pass and some amount of collab in your wallet. So when a voting snapshot's taken, only the wallets, again, with both a DAO pass and collab are eligible to vote on those proposals. And even if one member created 100 wallets and claimed 100 DAO passes with the same 10 collab tokens, that individual would never be able to exercise more voting strength than those 10 collab tokens that they hold and that they've been transferring around. And if you think about it, even just doing that kind of transferring, that costs gas. You're having to spend money to move those collab tokens around. So if someone were to do that, they're actually just wasting money by having to spend money in order to move their tokens around and claim more DAO passes, but it doesn't get them any benefit to doing that. They're just wasting their own money doing that.
Yeah.
So if we can understand how this DAO pass works and the benefits that it provides, then all of our members can participate effectively in that in the DAO governance process.
That makes a lot of sense. And yeah, thank you for this information. I'm sure that it helped people in case that they had any questions or were not sure about how the DAO pass worked or how they got it and what they can do with it. So thank you so much. This has been really helpful. We appreciate this information. And yeah, I hope that it was just as helpful to everyone.
Definitely. Thank you for asking the questions. And I'll drop this in the stage chat as well. Is we have an article going into some more details on the DAO pass and just kind of going through the same information that I just spoke about, but it's written in a article form published to our Mirror account as well. So anyone who missed that or maybe had some trouble hearing, you can read the same information in that DAO pass article that I just posted.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, Nerd. And now, since we're talking about the Collab.Land co-op and the DAO, I have a question for Anjali, because I'm sure that some people have noticed that there have been some changes when it comes to the roles and how the Collab.Land Discord server is structured. So for Anjali, I have a question. What is next in the Collab.Land co-op?
Yeah, thanks. Again, excuse my voice today. I got
Okay.
sick from ETH Denver. All the hugging and the handshaking, it just caught up with me. Right now, we are on the 6-week path to governance starting. So, as everyone knows, we have a 3-month claim period. And so the period that's coming up into our proposals and our voting being live for all Collab.Land co-op members is what we're calling the road to governance. Right now, if you go to the How to DAO channel, you'll see that you can participate in some polls. What we're looking for right now is to learn about where everybody is. Are you how much do you know about DAOs? Are you familiar with them? Are you new to them? What's your level of experience? Right now, before we start our programming around what is a DAO and how do you DAO, we want to get an idea of just the education level and the experience level of the people in the Discord right now that are eager to participate. As Chibi mentioned at the top of the town hall, we have over 50,000 people now that have collected DAO passes. So if you're in the Discord and you've collected a DAO pass and you have Collab token and you're planning on participating in the Collab.Land co-op, please do check out the How to DAO channels and give us an idea of what your experience level is. And so therefore we can best support you and educate you about DAOs moving forward. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for that information. And I have one more related question, and that would be for Candy. Welcome, Candy. It's great having you here.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Awesome. So this question would be more about the changes that we've been seeing in the Discord server. So what are some of those changes that we'll be seeing in the Collab Discord server in the future?
Absolutely. Love to chat about this. And so, what we're going to see as we continue to evolve Collab.Land into the amazing co op that it is meant to be, we will see the Collab.Land server go through another restructure. And for anyone who was in here since the beginning of the server, you've seen it restructured a couple times already, so this shouldn't be a surprise. It's part of the natural evolution of any community to make sure that the space that it's existing in is conducive to the productivity levels and efficiency that we'd like to see. So what we will be seeing is that some channels will be going away. Specifically, we will be retiring the member chat and the patron chat, and we will be consolidating those into the DAO chats. And the reason that we're doing this, right, is because initially, like the member NFT and the patron NFT, those were things that opened up, in the very beginning, they were meant to, simply show your support of Collab.Land and to be a thanks for participating in Collab.Land in the early days, right? And what we saw with the token launch is that for holding those, you were rewarded with Collab.Land tokens as a way to usher you into the next phase of Collab.Land and give you the tokens that would be needed in order to, participate meaningfully in the Collab.Land co-op. So now that we have the co-op rolling out and the channels for the Collab.Land DAO, it makes sense to move these types of chats into the same, DAO general chat, because the conversations that we're seeing in these channels, largely revolve around, I have these tokens, what do I do with them? How can I meaningfully, contribute to the community? And those are amazing conversations that we'd like everybody within the DAO to be able to see and serve as examples for other people in the DAO to really be able to see, like, this is, the type of content that I'm seeing, the type of feedback that I'm seeing. How can I provide similar feedback, and use those as examples? Because that is really kind of the magic of having this space, being able to meaningfully contribute and make Collab.Land better. So, with that being said, we've made a couple announcements already in the Discord that we'll be retiring these channels, and we would encourage those, who are in these chats, because obviously holding those NFTs, you were given the tokens, or, if you have not yet claimed them, do that. So you'll definitely be able to claim your DAO pass and get into this DAO general chat and carry on those same types of conversations there, but all together, which is the spirit of Collab.Land, being able to do things all together. So we will be doing that. The associated roles for those tokens, though, or for the NFTs, will remain because those are historical achievements. Those are cool things that, reflect your early support of Collab.Land by the community. And it warms our hearts to see that in the server. So you will still have those roles. You will just be gaining extra roles reflecting, positions within the DAO at this point. And by positions within the DAO, I mean, are you a token holder? Are you a DAO pass holder? Are you able to vote when the time comes? So those are the types of changes that we will be seeing. And we're excited to roll that out and continue to have these quality engagements that we've been seeing in these other channels.
Fantastic. That makes a lot of sense to me. And yeah, I think that this helps reflect the future of Collab.Land in our server as well, and what we are going to be focusing on with the Collab.Land co-op and everything that's coming. So thank you. I appreciate the explanation, and I'm sure if anyone wasn't aware or wasn't up to date with the announcements, they find this information very helpful. So thank you, Candy. Appreciate all of the information. And now, changing the topic of conversation a little bit, I'd like to talk a little bit about our top 100 communities comment period. This was also announced, I believe, by the end of last week. And that's, in addition to verified members and membership and Patron NFT holders, we know that there is a token allocation for our top 100 communities. So I would like to talk a little bit about that and to explain how is this top 100 community distribution process going to be, because we have a lot of questions about that, so maybe this will help give some clarity to that. So to start, I would like to explain about our top 100 communities. These were selected based on some criteria. That was the number of wallets connected, how long they've been using Collab.Land for, and activity was also considered when choosing these top 100 communities. So these top 100 communities are invited to submit proposals to claim tokens. These can be used in various ways to benefit their communities at the discretion of community leadership. So this token distribution will be up to those communities themselves. This means that the community leaders will submit proposals for what they plan to do with their allocation. Some example proposals you can see in our mirror article that you can find in the events room for this town hall. And they may or may not opt to distribute these to community members based on NFT ownership. It's entirely up to those communities. What's exciting about this is that all of the first batch of proposals are now public for everyone to go and read them. If you're interested, you can see how all of these communities are planning to distribute those tokens within their own communities. And you can read through those if there's any community you're part of, or if you would like to share your thoughts about a community content, if there's something you don't agree with, or if you love it. We would love you to share your thoughts about these proposals. They are all public and you can find them in the community proposals channel under the top 100 communities category. So if you go there, you're going to find a lot of posts. You're going to see the name of each community. as the title. And yeah, you can read through those if you're interested in any of them. And please comment, please let us know what you think about them, because we're reading you and we care about your thoughts and about what you have to say about those. So yeah, please do. We encourage everyone to share your thoughts and comments in those proposals. And yeah, I think that's all about the public comment period. Again, you can find this in the community proposals. It's a forum channel and it's under the top 100 communities category. I'm also going to link it in our Collab.Land post in the events room so that you can easily find it. And yeah, I guess just a couple of more comments about this is that after reviewing and approving this current batch of proposals, we are also going to be receiving more proposals from the projects that did not submit their proposals yet. So when this round is over, we're going to go through this process again. So stay tuned. We will be announcing about all of this. And yeah, thanks everyone if you take the time to go through them and to share your comments about them. And now, just to talk a little bit about something super exciting as well, that would be ETH Denver. ETH Denver is just over, and I would love to bring it up to talk a little bit about that. And for this, we have James joining us today. So welcome, James.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Chibi. There was a lot that happened at ETH Denver. My voice is just coming back here, so I'm happy to talk about that.
I've heard that a lot. And please rest and stay hydrated, everyone who went to Denver. I heard that it was super dry, so please take care of yourselves. And yeah, with that, I have a first question for you, James. Can you share with us some of the Collab.Land at ETH Denver highlights?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, so there is a lot. I actually tried to take some notes here, and I'm going to try to be brief, but super exciting. Is a bit overwhelming, but some of the highlights here, we had a Collab.Land booth, and we have some tweets coming out from ETH Denver and from Collab.Land. Maybe we can put them here in the chat, in the stage chat. A lot of what I saw when it came to the booth was actually vendors coming, a few of them, there were at least 4 from safety and security wanting to integrate with Collab.Land. So our focus here is we keep user data private, and we are on a mission to keep users safe and secure, especially as we see so many users coming in for the first time into crypto. We consider Collab.Land as the gateway into Web3. So we made a lot of great connections with different projects that also help keep users safe and secure. They are interested because we have such a large user base and have such a big distribution channel here with Collab.Land that they're incentivized to work with us. So we'll see these integrations and these partnerships that will benefit the users coming on shortly. What else? There were a lot of kind of, just to get a little bit technical, a lot of people coming up talking about kind of what is coming up in crypto. So for those that are developers in the audience, there is this whole movement at ETH Denver when it comes to MEV and account abstraction. Had a lot of great conversations at the booth with engineers there with regard to that. So keep on the lookout for that. There were a lot of people coming up to the booth also asking for feature requests. Had a lot of great conversations about how to make Collab.Land better. So we took notes on that. We had meetings on that yesterday as a team and this morning. So really thank everyone that is using Collab.Land that wanted to make Collab.Land better, and our ears are open because we want to make the best experience possible. For us, it's not about being perfect, but it's always about how do we get better and how do we be better and how do we learn faster than any other project in this space. We also had people come up from the top 100 communities. It was really cool to just one-on-one talk about their proposal, how we can work together, and really super excited because we are a community-led project. We're working with communities. It's not just about Collab.Land. It's about all of us working together. The real spirit of WAGMI, we're all going to make it together, is really the ethos here that we want to spread. And this is why we are evolving here. And the real main purpose of having a token, having a DAO, and opening up our marketplace. So that was kind of the TLDR of the booth. It was, I had to actually apologize like yesterday and today for people that came up to the booth to talk with me, but I was just in other conversations. It was a bit overwhelming. So I'm going to be following up with those that weren't able to speak on Telegram, on Discord, and continuing those partnership conversations. So that was kind of the TLDR of the booth. When it comes to the Web3 Social House, it was more of an intimate setting. We actually teamed up with a couple of other projects and we had our own side event. There was really great to see the different talks that were happening. Anjali gave a few panel conversations and talks there, talking about identity and reputation and the marketplace that we're launching. And again, we had really great conversations. It's a little bit more of an intimate setting with different partners and vendors that we wanted to work with. A lot of great collaborations for those projects that are actually working with our other partners. So we're seeing these second, third order effects here and this wide reach, which we're super excited about. And we also were able to talk in a more intimate setting with the communities that are part of the top 100. So I had some really good conversations with them in terms of how do we collaborate, and had some really good, meaningful conversations there. So it was great. Got to meet a lot of people, and really the focus there was, what does this next cycle look like when it comes to what, I don't know if there's a better term for this, but Web3 social. What does that mean as we move beyond, as Anjali was talking about earlier, beyond just the core financialization of assets? What does it mean to have your own ID and reputation as you're building this social graph? What is a Web3 social graph? It's not just users, it's not just assets that you hold, but a combination of both. And what does that mean in terms of the impact of reputation? So that was the Web3 Social House. We saw a lot of new builders in the social crypto space. It's emerging, and I think there's a lot of enthusiasm. So even though, I guess we're in a bear market, it didn't feel that way. Or I guess in a bear market, this is when all the builders come out, and there was just a lot of great new ideas and how we're going to tackle this social crypto movement. What else? So also gave a talk on the making of a DAO. It was really interesting. So real quick, when we were planning to launch the Collab.Land DAO, at the beginning and at the start of it, we wanted to make sure that we had a great transition into a DAO. I helped start Moloch DAO 2019, co-wrote the white paper, and I see how new DAOs, as they start, it's hard to get everyone going. And I really appreciate, we have a huge audience here, over 170 people, and it's hard to kind of get going. So knowing that we're going to be a DAO, we orchestrated organizationally to work with other groups. So we had Rocket Fuel, which is our dev partner that's going to be a service DAO. So they watched us as we transition to a DAO. They're going to become a DAO, and they're going to help with different dev requirements that the DAO has. Now, they're not coming at this just from ground zero. We've worked with them for over a year and a half. So having these connections and having these bonds of trust when we start the DAO is super important, because a lot of times what I see in DAOs is that it starts as this transactional relationship, right? All they care about is price and all this, but what we're doing is building something for the long term. And what that requires is a basis of trust. And so we've worked with Rocket Fuel on the dev side for over a year, and they understand what the requirements we have, and we have these relationships so that we can hit the ground running as we transition from a bridge to the Collab.Land DAO. Same thing with Origami. So Origami is the framework that we've chosen to use. And again, as we see ourselves as a gateway into Web3, we see Origami as this kind of hybrid. So Origami has come from Orange DAO. Orange DAO, for those that are in the tech space, is comprised of 1,400 Y Combinator founders. So these Y Combinator founders have had success in Web2, operational success in Web2, and they've gone through accelerator programs, and what they're trying to do is transition into Web3. So we chose Origami as a framework to serve as this hybrid, bringing along with them 1,400 other founders from successful startups that have been vetted by Y Combinator. And so we can kickstart the marketplace. So as we are approaching this Collab.Land DAO, it's not just something that we thought was a good idea. We needed to make sure that organizationally, we set the foundations correctly from the beginning. So we also worked with FireEyes as well. So in this making of a DAO, when it comes to the mechanism design of the token and the organization, we needed to, and I wanted to reach out to people that had previous success. So FireEyes helped with a few other projects launches, and I highly recommend for those that are interested in starting a DAO to reach out to all of these different providers. So with FireEyes, they worked with ENS, Optimism, Gitcoin, Aave, and so they have this experience, and they know. And what's important here is to understand the context of where the market has been and where the market is going. And working with FireEyes, they really push for this top 100 communities, because when you saw the optimism, for those that are familiar with it, we evolved from that. And because we are community focused, we were able to really lean into this top 100. And we have huge plans working with FireEyes for future, future innovations happening when it comes to tokens and interactivity. So that was making of a DAO. What else? There was the main stage talk that Anjali was a moderator for, which was huge. It was the ETH Denver founder was on stage because they're a Colorado co-op. Our lawyers from the Colorado co-op side were there. We had those that from I forget the Fox DAO. I forget now the project name. But Willie, he was huge there when it comes to how to balance out the kind of top-down versus bottom-up formation of a DAO. Oh, Shapeshift. So he was from Shapeshift. So that was one of the first projects in the crypto space. So he was there, and we had Bill Warren from Opolis, and we had a representative from Green DAO as well. And so it was a great conversation, main stage event, and we are hoping to put Colorado co-ops on the map. We have huge support from the organizers of ETH Denver, all the way to those that are part of Colorado and wanting to make Colorado the home for DAOs with the co-op model. So there was a lot of great talk there. We had the Let's Form group screening. So we premiered, world premiere of 3 of the videos. We had representatives from those that were in the documentary. So we had Pizza DAO there, Snacks was there, and we're going to be releasing his video today, so be on the lookout for that. We had Amin and Ali from SpankChain, which was really meaningful in terms of really talking about the impact of crypto for those that are underserved and who are kind of outside of the current financial system. So I highly recommend watching that. And then we had Aslan Ruby as well, an artist from the NFT space. Because Collab.Land, we service DAOs, NFTs, and DeFi, we try to balance out our representation here. We're already in talks with like a season 2, so be on the lookout for that. But for the next 7 weeks, we're going to be dropping every week a new documentary. So it's a short film, so please be on the lookout for that. What else? I gave a talk, the Colorado DAO, the Collab.Land Co-op comes to life, and really talked about their just the philosophy behind what we're doing in terms of being a hybrid solution. I showed family photos of just our wedding, my wedding with Anjali. We had a Korean wedding, we had an Indian wedding, and we had an American, kind of quote-unquote American wedding. Showed pictures of our children who are both adopted, and just talking about how living a hybrid life, a life in between many different cultures, is something that is innate to us, innate to me. And so as we move into Web3, we're all immigrants here coming into crypto. And so we all have that mindset of being open and learning and sharing, and we're all going to figure this out together. And so my main talk about the co-op coming to life was about that, was about us trying to figure out the in-betweens. We're a Colorado co-op, so we're legally recognized, but we're also a DAO. So how do we balance in between the two? We want to make sure that we keep the Collab.Land service up and running, so we need leadership, but at the same time, we want to embrace the community. And we're going to all learn this together. And this town hall is just the beginnings of that as we set the stage and that foundation. So I hope that ETH Denver puts these online, and when they do, we will make sure that we tweet this out. And then we had a workshop right before the ETH Denver hackathon that Raymond Fang, our CTO, led. It was amazing to see everyone. It was a packed room. We had to put seats in the back for those because we didn't have enough table space. And those that we talked to that were doing the workshop were able to get their apps up and running. So that's a positive sign in terms of the documentation. So shout out to Kenny and to Abhishek there in terms of making it an easy and fun experience. The one feedback was that like the hardest thing to get the app, the kind of Hello Action app up and running was you had to create your own Discord server. And I guess Discord, they have this CAPTCHA at the beginning. So the hardest thing was like getting through the CAPTCHA. But once you got through the CAPTCHA, able to install the QA bot, it was easy for them to get this Hello Action up and running. So we're really excited about all of the great apps that are being built. And then we had the hackathon. I mean, that was one of the main reasons for ETH Denver. So we had a few submissions. I, as one of the judges, I don't want to be too biased, but I'm really super excited about one submission, and I know who I will be voting for. And it's a really interesting use case of crypto, chat, and AI. And so I'm super bullish on this and have a thesis when it comes to the emerging kind of intersection of DAOs, AI, and identity. And so people are already thinking along these lines. And there was actually a hackathon submission that works. This one submission, they were able to register 200 people to their kind of hackathon MVP at the hackathon. So be on the lookout for that. That's super exciting. And yeah, me typically very much introverted and feel very comfortable in front of a computer, not quite an extrovert. So a lot of the engaging with people could be, I would say challenging from a kind of energy level and dealing with people in real life, but I was supercharged and energized, and it was a bit overwhelming, but I think it was great. And I guess that's kind of I went on and spoke for a long time, so I want to pause there. And I went through it very quickly. There's so much more I could say, but these are kind of like the main highlights.
Thank you so much. I was not able to attend this year, so you talking about each of these events and highlights bring me to those moments. So I'm thankful for that. And I also love seeing the pictures. For everyone who would like to see them as well, we have an ETH Denver 2023 event room post. So you can scroll in that post and you will see a lot of pictures of the Collab.Land booth, of the events, of the talks, just pictures of the team, which I find super cute. And I love every single picture that was taken during the event. And yeah, thank you so much, James. This was awesome. And yeah, I'm super happy to have heard about what Collab.Land did in ETH Denver. And thanks everyone also who was in there and took the time to go to the booth to meet the team. Very important for us, and we're always really happy to talk with you guys and to get to know everyone in our community. So thank you.
Thanks. I really appreciate the ability just to express how so excited about what we're doing here. Just thanks for the time to be able to share.
Absolutely. And now, since it's a good time, I believe, to bring up the POAP because the claiming period just got started, and I'm seeing a lot of people asking about it and asking for the secret word. So it's time. It's time. Be ready, everyone. Open your POAP apps. This will be a secret word claim. And that word is marketplace beta. So, marketplace beta, that's MARKETPLACE. That's a lot of words. All lowercase, and then beta as in BETA. Marketplace beta, no spaces, all lowercase. Once again, marketplace beta. We unfortunately cannot write it in any of the channels, and please don't do it, people, because it's against POAP policies. But I can repeat it once again. Please let me know if you got it or if you need one more repetition. I'm reading you guys, and there's a 20-minute claim period, so you have some time to claim it. Just in case, I'll say it once more. Pay attention. The secret word would be marketplace beta. So again, that's MARKETPLACE I'm sorry, that's a lot of letters. I hope that you got them. And yeah, going back to the conversation, I do have one more topic that I'm very excited to talk about. And James, I have a question, a couple of questions actually for you. When it comes to the Collab.Land marketplace, super exciting. So if you're ready, my first question would be, what is the Collab.Land marketplace and how can people give it a try? How
Great
does it work?
question. Yeah, the Collab.Land Marketplace is a home to a selection of social mini apps that offer admins and project owners more customization and features for their tokenized communities. So, community admins can now explore the new tools and customize their community experience. And I have a tutorial here. Kenny and Nerd have been great at messaging this. So I put the YouTube link there for those in the chat if they would like to learn more about it.
I love that tutorial. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, everyone, if you haven't seen it yet, we invite you to do it. Awesome. And now, one more question that I have about the marketplace. What are some of the mini apps that are available right now?
Oh, yeah. The marketplace currently has 7 mini apps. We worked with a bunch of our partners, and we've launched them. So, for example, there's role composition. So super excited about role composition because a lot of admins have asked about this. Role composition enables and or logic for combining multiple token granted roles in order to assign a single Discord role. So this allows community admins to actually have more complex logic when they're doing their token gating. So super excited about that. That was a long requested feature, and we wanted to make sure that we kept the user interface simple, so we used this role composition as a mini app for those that are more advanced in terms of community management. We also have kudos. You can give and receive kudos in the form of verifiable credentials as a way to show appreciation for each other within a community. And so this sets the stage for us when it comes to decentralized IDs and verifiable credentials. It's going to be super exciting to be able to show appreciation to those within your community and community members to be able to have that and then carry them along with them even outside of Discord. And then you can check out more information about this in our article. So if you go to Collab.Land, all one word, all lowercase, no period. So COLLABLAND.mirror, MIRROR.xyz. If we can, here, I can put that into, I'll put that in here in our chat. So please check it out. And that's a marketplace.
So exciting. I gave it a try. I gave it a try to some of the mini apps, and they're awesome. We are using actually the role composition one, and it's super helpful. So yeah, everyone, if you are a community admin, I strongly believe that you will find at least some of these mini apps super helpful, and they bring a lot when it comes to features and stuff that you can do within your communities. So thank you, James, for talking a little bit about the marketplace. The beta version is live, and yeah, super exciting, super exciting. Once again, I wanted to bring up the POAP secret word because I see a lot of people asking in the chats, and it's directly related to what we're talking about right now. So once again, the secret word would be marketplace beta. Marketplace beta. Please do not write the word in any of the chats because that's against POAP policies. So we appreciate if you don't do that, please. But yeah, if you need to hear it one more time, I'm here to repeat it. Marketplace beta, and the claim is open for 10 more minutes, 13 actually. So you have time to play the numbers game. You got this. And yeah, I think that with all of this, we are ready to wrap up our town hall of the day. We are by the end of the hour, and yeah, this has been awesome. Thank you everyone for being here. It's been just super exciting, and there's a lot of helpful information that was shared by the team. And yeah, I wanted to quickly mention that we invite you all to join these town halls on Tuesdays. Timings may change a little bit until we settle into a time that works best for everyone, because we have people from very different time zones. So we try to make something that works for as many people as possible. But it will always be on Tuesdays. So yeah, come join our town halls on Tuesdays. Candy, would you like to add anything?
Absolutely. So I was just in the midst actually of updating our YouTube, and the very exciting new fact that we have a playlist specifically for our town halls. So the last week's town hall is already up on the YouTube, and you can see that here. Let me post the link in the chat. So this is going to be a place that you can follow up even if you don't happen to catch the current town hall, because time zones are a thing. You'll be able to, within 24 hours of us holding these town halls, go to the YouTube and catch the most recent episode. So that's an exciting thing, and we'll be updating. We're in the process, James and I, of getting the newest episode of the Let's Form Group series out as well. So lots of fun content going to be available. A great resource for sure for anybody in the community looking to learn more.
Super exciting. Thanks about that. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining the town hall. Stay tuned, because as Candy mentioned, we're going to be posting this town hall and all of the upcoming town halls to our YouTube channel. We will make sure to let you know whenever a new video, a new documentary is posted. So yeah, stay tuned. Take a look at our events and announcements channels, because we always post any updates, any events, any exciting news in those channels. So yeah, stay tuned to those, and thank you everyone so much for joining. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Anjali, James, and Nerd for being part of today's town hall. It was incredible listening to you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming week after week. We appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing everybody next week. So thanks a lot. Check out the video today, and share your questions also in general chat, or tag any of us. The questions that come up during the week are the ones that we try to address during town hall and get all of this information out to you within an hour. So we just really appreciate it. So thanks for being here.
Absolutely. And one last reminder about the POAP. There's 9 more minutes to claim it. So everyone get to it. And yeah, with that, I think that we could wrap the town up. Thanks again, everyone, for joining, and we will see you in the chats.